Hey Mario Karters and Frenzy fans, welcome to our channel.
We have a fun episode tonight. It's going to be super short. It's going to be more of a sharing information with the community.
Little Mario Kart 101 for you.
So we have an amazing Frenzy fans member.
Yes.
By the name of Melody, who on Reddit goes by the username Melody0102.
Okay.
Who put together this amazingly awesome infographic on how many point boost tickets are required to max the base points of drivers, karts, and gliders.
And to be honest with you, one of the most exciting reasons this is really cool is because this guy can now just be like, look at the graphic for every single day when I ask him, how many tickets does it take to do this?
Yeah, so I have this on like one of my spreadsheets somewhere that like every time that the question comes up, I'll like, go back and try and find it. And it's really just like chicken scratch on like one of my Excel sheets.
Yeah.
But this is put together in a very, very informative and very beautiful way. And so just kind of want to touch base on it. Again, this is provided by Melody.
Shout out to Melody.
She was
She's awesome.
gracious enough, to let us be able to make a video of it.
Yeah.
And put it on our Discord server. So if you're not yet a member, a Frenzy fan member,
go to frenzyfans.com.
Yep, subscribe to the YouTube channel,
Yep.
and then go to frenzyfans.com, and you can get the link there. And you can have access to this and other informative videos and infographics and all that good stuff. So we'll just kind of go ahead and unpack this. There's a bunch of information in here. And I'm going to do my best to unpack it. And apologies beforehand if I say something wrong.
Yeah.
We may have to put some notes in the YouTube comments like, oh,
Absolutely.
Frenzy fanboy messed up again. He said it wrong.
But we love him anyways because he's amazing.
So we always like to start out with assumptions. So down here in the notes, it says that new refers to an item that is new to you and recently obtained in a pipe or as a reward. So it's like you have this brand spanking new, high-end thing that you got out of the pipe, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And I want to start leveling it up.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily want to grind all of the base points like through racing.
Yeah.
How fast? How many tickets do I need in order to be able to get it to its max? Or if you want to single uncap it, or double uncap it, or triple uncap it. This is also helpful if you want to take something brand new from 0 to completely maxed out.
Yeah.
It lets you know how many tickets that you need to do so.
Cool.
So also the assumption is that each point boost ticket gives you 50 experience points, essentially. And then we're going to go into the tickets required. Now, there's two different schools of thought, and so there are two different, I guess you could say, numbers that are in a lot of these cells. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit.
Yeah.
So the numbers that aren't in parentheses are what you would do if there is no rush.
Yeah.
And you have time to be able to play a few races, essentially, to be able to get those last few points that you need in order to be able to get it to its next level, right? So from something brand new to its base cap, and this is good for common, super, and high-end drivers.
Okay.
Regardless of the tier or kind of category, I guess you could say, of drivers.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
So in other words,
brand spanking new up to its max base points when you first get it.
Yeah, so for drivers, if you're watching this and Mario hasn't changed the rules, today is what day is it?
We're in December 2021.
Yeah, we're right before Christmas, December 2021. This for drivers currently is 800 base points, or like the points for a high-end driver is 800. So that's the number that we're referring to when we're talking about base cap.
Yep. And so, so good to bring up. So right here, kind of in the middle, we've got the normal, super, and high-end. When you first get any one of these, you start out with either 400, 450, or 500.
Okay.
And then after you use your tickets or grind a lot, then you can get it up to a max of 600, 675, or 800. Then you can use uncapped ticket to get it to either 648, 765, or 980, right?
I'm so excited to have this.
So once you've either obtained something or you've used an uncapped ticket or 5 or 10 to be able to get it to single, double, or triple uncapped. These are the amount of tickets that you would need. So to take something from new to base cap would be, or a driver from new to base cap is 13 tickets.
Okay.
Or 14, but you would waste like 7 experience points.
Correct.
Right? So like that very last screen, it says that you have 43 next experience points that would be used up until you get to max.
Yeah.
So your ticket is worth 50, but you're only going to use 43 of it. So
yeah, it doesn't roll over.
Yeah, so you would lose 7 points of that 50.
Yeah.
So essentially what this is saying is you could use 13 and then play one race.
Taking first place.
Yes. Okay, good point. So over here,
Sorry.
another assumption. So this assumes that you get first place, which gives 10 experience points, as long as you're racing 150cc or 200cc.
Okay.
And not in auto mode. So auto mode, it forces you to race in 50cc, which only gives you 8 experience points for first place.
Whoever gets first in auto mode, let's be honest.
So, pro tip, you can click when you're in auto mode.
What?
There are different, there are like 6 or 7 different formations that you can put the drivers in, and you can force the driver, kart, and glider that you're playing to be in first the whole entire race and end in first place. So you can play it where they're like battling each other and like smashing each other and killing each other with shells and bananas and stuff, and you can come in like way last. Right
before this, we recorded a different video, which you guys will see all about daily like selects and level tickets. And I literally started off the video saying, sometimes we go about our day-to-day life playing Mario Kart, and there's something really obvious that everybody else knows that you don't know. And so that's why we're creating these videos. Case in point, I knew that you could do that, but I've never thought of doing that.
Yeah. So I think if you click on the formation button, it's like a little whistle. If you click on it twice, then it puts all of the drivers in like a line.
Yeah.
Where
and you
originally
can always get...
the driver that you're driving is going to be always in first place.
What have I done with my life?
And everyone else is lined up behind you. So there are a few races where like if you're gliding in like the last portion, like sometimes they'll like glide ahead of you or like whatever, but that doesn't happen very often.
Well, thank you for changing my life.
So anyway, yeah. If you're really pressed for time and you don't have tickets, you want to make sure that you actually race and get in first place in 150 or 200 cc's to be able to get that 10 XP. If you have time, like you're watching a movie or something, or whatever it is that you're doing, that you don't need to pay attention to your phone.
My life has just changed.
Then you can get 8 experience points.
Okay.
So anyway, so then you can see just going down the rows from base to single cap. So to uncap something for the single cap, it would take 7 tickets.
Okay.
Or 8 if you're willing to lose the 7 experience points.
Okay.
If you're trying to double uncap something, it takes 9 tickets.
Okay.
If you're willing to race a few, it looks like here you have to do 2 races. And then to triple uncap, you would take 10 tickets and either race 2, or you could just do the 11 tickets. So at the end of the day, if you're wanting to get like the brand new thing out of the pipe from 0 to max everything, you're going to want to have at least 43 experience, like driver experience tickets.
Correct.
If you're not patient to race at all. Now, with karts and gliders, it's a little bit different because they're on a different point scale. So, but they're both, karts and gliders have the identical scale to each other, but they're different than drivers.
Okay.
So you can see here that with the new kart or glider, you start out at either 200, 220, or 250 base points. And you can get up to 300, 330, or 400 base points, just normal. And then to single uncap, you can see the rest.
Yeah.
And then for those tickets, in order to be able to get to the normal base, single cap, double cap, or triple cap, it would take a total... triple clap. It would take a total of 26 if you're willing to do, it looks like 14 races.
Okay.
Or 30 tickets if you didn't worry about, wasting some experience points on tickets. So depending on, if tickets are kind of a scarce thing, then you might want to take a look at just how many you would need to do and race. But if you've got a plentitude of them, then just don't worry about it and just make sure that you have 30 for any type of kart or glider, and again 43 for any type of driver.
That makes sense.
So yeah,
cool.
So did that make sense?
It did make sense
when I was explaining it to you.
Yeah.
Let's pretend that you're a viewer. Was there a question that popped into your head that maybe we should go over to make sure that we've got all of our bases covered?
Nope. So this completely makes sense to me. And then my question for you, and I don't know if we have any of these made, but if not, maybe this will be our next episode. Is there something similar for leveling, like something similar to this for leveling up your actual driver level?
The levels.
Because the coolest thing about this type of data, and the coolest thing about these like sheets, is it really does help with the strategy. Like it really helps in the sense of knowing like, okay, for this one, for example, right? Okay, I'm going into ranked and I only have 10 point tickets or whatever, point boost tickets, right? Then you can decide like, okay, well, which ones are my double features? Which one am I going to have the most bang for my bucks? Or should I hold off for a little bit? Like I don't know, the more data you have, the better decisions you make. And so I'm wondering, is there one like this for...
Not that I have prepared right now.
Okay.
So if someone's watching
Yeah.
and has an infographic or knows of someone that's made an infographic that has all of the details on how many tickets that it takes to level up commons and supers and high ends to level... A lot of times you want to know what it is to level 6.
Yep.
And a lot of times you want to know what it is to level 7. I've got it memorized for high ends.
Okay.
Just because that's kind of what we're concerned with.
Because that's another question I ask you all the time. Like, how many tickets does this take?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, it would be helpful for... Because I don't know the number of supers.
Yeah.
Like how many... I think it's... For drivers, I think it's like
know.
31 tickets.
Okay.
Super tickets that you need in order to be able to take it from level 1 to level...
Yeah, and if nobody has a graphic,
7?
let us know that you don't have a graphic in the comments, and I will create one for us at some point in time. And I'll very likely model it off of this beautiful display, because it's just very beautifully done.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thank you.
That's very good.
Thank you, Melody.
We do appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
She's great. We love her.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us, and until the next video, may the frenzies be forever in your favor.
See you guys later.